Hi, it's Jeff.
And Denise from Mousesteps.com.
And this is episode number 29 of Mousesteps Weekly.
Sponsored by Theme Park Connection in Winter Garden, Florida.
Get all your shopping done, your Christmas shopping done.
It's a great place to get stuff. And Maple Leaf Tickets.
Great deals on tickets, our official ticket agency.
And we are going to be heading into Disney's Art of Animation for Christmas. I can't believe it's Christmas already, it's all
Christmas
the resorts.
Time. It's Christmas time here in Orlando. And yes, it's the first Christmas ever for Disney's Art of Animation Resort.
And we weren't expecting, when we just made a quick stop by, and we weren't expecting to see Christmas decorations out, so we were there for a couple of hours.
It's very exciting for us because we love the resorts, and we always go around every holiday season to see how everything is decorated. I think last year we went to every single resort, including Fort Wilderness.
We went to pretty
even
much
the
everything.
All-Stars. We went to all of them. So to see a new one is very exciting for us.
I mean, this is the first year that Disney's Art of Animation Resort has been open, so we had no idea what to expect for Christmas.
And it makes sense. It is sketches, animated sketches on these white trees, which kind of, to me, represent a white canvas.
That's what I had said while we were there, that it was sort of like an artist canvas.
Am I stealing your thought
Yes,
again?
Jeff's stealing my thoughts,
I'm
but that's
sorry.
okay.
It was a good thought.
It was a good thought. That's what I thought. It was like an artist's canvas, and you have all of these color and sketches, although it's very heavy in Mermaid and Simba. Lots of Simba and Mermaid, not much with the other characters.
Well, there was the one character that we did discover towards the end. Do you remember who that was?
I don't know if that's Crush.
That's right. We found one Crush.
There was just one car from Cars and one from Nemo.
Okay, and here's the big tree in the lobby. It's a much bigger and more sparkly version.
But it's not a huge tree. I mean, some resorts have enormous trees.
Well, it can't be because of the artwork up above. You remember when we went on the tour when it first opened, when they were designing this, they said, well, where are we going to put the tree? Because normally the tree would go way up into that. So they were aware from the beginning it'd be a smaller tree. But I like it. I like the sparkly
I like it too. I think it very kind of elegant, but a lot of mermaid.
Yes.
Lots and lots of mermaid. So if you love the mermaid, you'll love Christmas at Disney's Art of Animation Resort.
I actually liked it. I was very... It reminds me of New Year's Eve somehow, though. You know, it has that very New Year's festive.
That's the only
I always wanted a white tree. I've never had a white tree. Do you ever have a white tree?
No, I haven't.
Yeah. Well, now we do. If we go to the Art of Animation,
then we can go enjoy the white tree.
We'll just keep it there. Save us some space.
I like all the sparklies too.
Here's another white tree in the gift shop. And some garland. Even the garland has sketches attached to it.
Right, and I thought maybe like each section of garland would have different characters, but it didn't. It's again a lot of mermaid and
I wish the viewers could see how much your hands have been going this whole time.
My hands
go a lot. You must love this. Your hands are in full force.
I love the resorts. I love the resorts as much or more than the parks. So to get to see something new, I always enjoy that.
So so even the store is fully decorated for Christmas time.
And hopefully they'll have some gingerbread houses, cast member gingerbread houses out around Christmas week. So hopefully we don't get sick like we did for Halloween.
Yes,
we'll
try really hard to be healthy. Oh, there it is. There's Crush. And this is at the main lobby is where the Crush was. So we discovered finally
I actually ended up finding him in a few other places. And you can see Simba and Ariel also in the wreath.
So that was that. That was the first ever Christmas at Disney's Art of Animation.
But we'll show more when they have, again, the gingerbread. I bet they will have cast gingerbread houses.
Of course. You know we'll be back. We love the Art of Animation Resort. Next, we're going to go back to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party and take a look at a lot of the characters that you can find at the party. And
this is one of our favorite parts of the party, is actually meeting characters like Mickey and Minnie here in their holiday outfits, or just characters that you normally don't see in the parks.
Their resplendent holiday finery.
I love that word.
I do too. But this was the biggest surprise to us. It's Scrooge McDuck.
And he actually was not on the schedule that the cast members had. He was written in pen, so he was a little harder to find. They couldn't tell us where he was.
He would not tell me where he keeps his money bags either. He's very cautious. I told him I'd help him count his money in the Scrooge McDuck bank, and he said he was okay.
I'm sure he told you that.
He did. He told me. See, he's saying, no, you cannot go back.
I didn't hear it.
Well, you watch the actual video and you can hear him.
And everybody's so happy to see the different characters like Scrooge McDuck.
And Phineas and Ferb.
And Phineas and Ferb are like everywhere now, but they're in their, at least they're in their Christmas finery.
Christmas hats. When we were watching this, he took a Christmas hat off a little girl that was waiting and put it on his nose, that pointed nose. It was really funny. I wish I could have got that clip.
That was Phineas.
Oh, was that Phineas?
That was Phineas, yes.
Well,
and I said,
like the Chipmunks, it's,
I was like, can you play air guitar? I wasn't expecting like a full show, but everybody
clapped. Everybody, that was great.
I just wanted one pose, and I got a good.
But see, we love that the characters are so much fun, overlooked sometimes.
And really, our biggest videos tend to be character related.
And this, I mean, it's almost like a receiving line at a wedding here. I mean, you have everybody out.
We did not see this the first couple nights we were there. And I mean, you have Cinderella and
Prince Charming. In her new dress,
and,
by the way.
Yes.
Prince Charming, the stepsisters. That's a nice lineup right there.
It is quite a lineup. And I don't remember seeing that in previous
parties.
And
this area didn't exist last year. This is the entrance to New Fantasyland. And they have some nice lighting up on the castle turrets. So I thought that would make for a nice little clip. So, speaking of a New Fantasyland, we had a chance to go to a special event.
The Disney Parks blog event, where Beast here is in the dining room. They treated us to dinner. We've paid for dinner previously.
Yeah.
So it was nice to go back.
And we got to hang out with a lot of friends and just a wonderful time. I always love eating at Be Our Guest. We got to talk to the chef, some Imagineers, and we'll have some of that coming up.
I love dinner at Be Our Guest. Lunch was not as good.
We'll
talk about that next week.
We'll have a full, and we did mention that to the chef, and he addressed our concerns about that. So they're working on it. They know they have some, let's say, challenges with the lunch.
But we've had excellent dinners, 2 excellent dinners there now, one that we paid for and this one that was given to us.
And we were told at this event that the Beast would not be appearing in the restaurant.
And we were told to tell everybody he won't be there.
But apparently that was not accurate, because we found out yesterday that the Beast will be there.
At least for now.
Right. So I think we were told it was a test. It's a test happening right now. So if you're dining at Be Our Guest anytime coming up, you will be able to meet the Beast just like this, just like these folks here.
Oh, there we are.
Look at these guys. I'm so happy to meet the Beast. The Beast was very nice to us.
I feel like I'm in the Haunted Mansion, though, with the purple wallpaper.
It's his library. I loved it. See, I'm shaking his hand. Thank you, Mr. Beast.
He's a big guy.
What a ham. But so at one point, there was nobody there, so I got to go and just sort of talk to the Beast and ask him to sit down. And look at those big feet. He actually sat in his big Beast chair.
I wasn't in there with you.
But you had a chance to interview an Imagineer.
And this is Chris Beatty, who is one of the top Imagineers, really, at Walt Disney World.
So let's listen to Chris.
Can you tell us about the inspiration for the restaurant?
Yeah, during that process of Blue Sky, we spend a lot of time just talking about what do we want that attraction mix to be like? Where do we want to take our guests? What do we want the storytelling to be within the land? And we went round and round as to what we wanted this restaurant to be. We looked at, is it a mermaid themed restaurant? Is it a Seven Dwarfs themed restaurant? And all these ideas, of course, kind of swirl, and we look at what might be the best fit. And at the end of the day, we really ask ourselves this very simple question. We said, what's that aspirational moment? I mean, if you ask your guests, like, where's the one place that you would love to visit? Right, if you could sit and dine, and go at a place that had a sort of a grandeur to it, where would that be? What would that place look like? And we instantly kind of thought, wow, I would love to dine inside the Beast Castle. I would love to go to that ballroom and have dinner there. And that was it. I mean, I remember the meeting, and it was that simple. That locked it that day, and that was really it was something that excited us. And I feel like as an Imagineer and our team, that if we get excited about it, we always feel like, if we would love to go and do that, our guests would probably love to go and do that. And that was really, I think, that's what started sort of the journey to build the Be Our Guest restaurant.
That is one of the more, moments in any movie, as the Beauty and the Beast.
Yes.
We've had the opportunity to talk to Don Hahn a couple times about it. So we talked to also online Mike Peraza.
Yes,
he made the windows.
Yes,
and
Mike did a lot of work for us.
How did that come about with the windows?
I think there's a great story with him, with Mike. we were looking. Mike actually did some early work on the Little Mermaid attraction for us, and he painted the mural that's in the load area. That was Mike's design. So we brought Mike in, and I didn't know Mike. Didn't know he worked on the Little Mermaid at the time, and we brought Mike in, and I remember the mermaid model was sitting in the model shop, and so I was taking him to what the model, this is the mermaid castle, and I'm like, really in the film I can't figure out exactly where that castle takes place, but we're really excited because we feel like we're setting in this time period, and he was like, great, and he goes, I never really figured that out either when I was drawing it, and I'm like, what do you mean when you were drawing it? And he goes, well, I was the art director for the Little Mermaid, and I'm like, oh, well, how'd we do? And so it's been a really great partnership with him. Yeah, absolutely. He developed the mural for us for the Little Mermaid. He did, he painted the beautiful mural that you see here in the Be Our Guest restaurant outside the windows, and it was great. The whole snow effect and adding the snow and the blowing effect, that was all Mike.
The frost on the windows. That's amazing.
He came up with that idea. We originally didn't have that in, and he sent that back to us as a small little animatic. He said, hey, Chris, what do you think about adding snow to that scene? And the animated snow that's in that scene and out the windows is the animated snow from the feature film. We went and lifted that sequence from feature, and so that's the film that was, or the animated sequence that's in the movie. So it's been great. Mike's been a really great partner. Beautiful. He has a beautiful hand, and he's a beautiful artist. So it's great. It's really great to partner with him.
If you'd like to see the entire interview that we did with Chris, be sure to check the show notes. And we also had an interview with a couple of other Imagineers as well.
So we had a good time with that. It was a great event.
Great event. But now, Gaylord Palms, Shrek Feast.
We did the media event for ICE, and we also did Shrek Feast while we were there.
And there's Fiona telling us about the green chocolate fountain.
Apparently, it is made from Shrek's snot, which makes it very appetizing.
That's what she just said. That's what she just told us. Watch the actual video to hear her.
I need to watch that again.
And Shrek is pulling out a special gift for you, as he always does. He must really like you because he always gives you personalized gifts.
This is something you will never find at some of the other character breakfasts around Orlando.
Yeah, I don't think Mickey's going to be picking things out of his rear end and putting it on your head like Shrek will. It's probably for the best.
This is the second time we've done the Shrek Feast. Sometimes I wonder if it's like kind of Shrekfest because like breakfast, but we have such a fun time at this. The food is excellent and the character interaction too.
And he's giving you some earwax. I think he needs help. It must be very
sticky. Sorry, we're amusing ourselves here.
But it always goes in your hair for some reason.
I don't know. I guess my hair didn't look dirty enough. It's like I just clean my hair and you want to stick your boogers in things or your earwax.
Yes, and I believe he'll give you one last gift, but we'll just move on. Did you enjoy this Shrek Feast? The food was fantastic.
I always enjoy the food here. The 2 times we've been, they have make your own omelets, and this is not the make your own omelets.
Yeah.
They actually have a very extensive menu. Buffet.
Yeah. You do not go out of there hungry.
This is probably not the time to be talking about the food.
As he's picking his bottom of the Shrek.
And Puss in Boots. And this was when they first, when Gaylord Palms first did the DreamWorks experience, Puss in Boots was a character I most wanted to meet.
And he's so soft. He is a very soft kitty.
He is very soft.
And nice, too. We always enjoy meeting Puss in Boots.
And who's coming up next?
And that's it.
That's
it? That is the end. That's goodbye, Puss in Boots.
We really recommend this breakfast. If you like character breakfast, this one's a really good one and a really great food.
Oh, yeah. We'll be back. And also this week, opening at Disney's Hollywood Studios was The Legend of Captain Jack Sparrow. It's in the former place that the Narnia attraction. I can tell you, I've only seen this once in person, and of course we waited 45 minutes. There's
Narnia
the proof.
bored me to death.
But this was far better than Narnia.
This was far better than Narnia.
And I missed this from the ride, actually. I love the Skull and Crossbones, so it's nice that they have it here in the attraction.
A trip to the bathroom would have been more fun than Narnia.
Yes. We get you didn't like Narnia. But here we go. It's that's this guy. The skull here is sort of the guide, the host, and it's really like an interactive thing for kids. But it's fun for adults too because I think the effects are dazzling. It's amazing all these various projections or I don't know what they are, but I think they do a great job.
I think it actually looks fantastic. It wouldn't be something we would do all the time.
But I wouldn't complain if somebody was in town and they wanted to see it. It wouldn't bother me to take them through this.
I never saw that little kid over there. I never saw him.
He is holding the skeleton key. They look for who holds the skeleton key to get rid of these skeletons from the Pirates of the Caribbean 1. And further on in the show, sort of following the movies, it's the Kraken from 2 and 3.
I don't really remember the movies that much, so.
But it's again, it's very. I enjoyed the effects.
I thought the effects, all of them were good. The mermaid,
from Pirates 4, the mermaid. Now this mermaid you can see much better than the new mermaid effects in the actual Pirates of the Caribbean ride.
They're really using the mermaids very much in the different attractions.
Look at that.
At Walt Disney World now.
It's really amazing. And they're telling everyone to stomp your feet and drown her out so you don't get turned into a mermaid. And even the adults were doing it. So
when we were there, I didn't realize it was mermaids. I think it was just dark and my eyes aren't very good. I just thought it was fish.
You're showing your
I
age,
am. I'm 46.
Well,
my eyes aren't what they used to be.
You recognize this guy, don't
you?
you?
And this was actually a really great projection. I was off to the side and I couldn't see him as well as the video here that you got. But I thought that was great.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And a lot of our viewers are debating if it's really Johnny Depp or not, if it's Johnny Depp's voice.
It is Johnny Depp, right?
It looks like it to me. I don't know the answer. If we find out, I'm sure by the time, within minutes of this going up, someone will know the answer.
I think it's Johnny Depp. I was sure it was Johnny Depp
It
while
looks
we were
like
there.
Johnny Depp
Of
to
course.
me, wouldn't you say?
I think it's just his, they probably paid him to do the attraction.
It's Captain Jack, actually. What are we talking about? That is Captain Jack.
It's not Johnny Depp.
No, Johnny Depp. Captain Jack Sparrow. But here's a quick look at the surrounding area, the details, very nice details.
I think it's nicely done.
Nicely done. So that is it. Another episode of Mousesteps Weekly. We will be back next week with much, much more.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yes. Oh, that's right.
There's another holiday. There's a holiday coming up.
There's a holiday. With living here, you sort of forget about Thanksgiving with all the Christmas, instant Christmas. And also, lest we forget, thanks to Theme Park Connection and Maple Leaf Tickets, our sponsors.
Both great places to get theme park goodies for Christmas.
And tickets for all this fun stuff. So happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye.